Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Things Tina Does, and today we are continuing our series on cooking through the My Weight Watchers program cookbook. And guys, please take a moment to make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any of these segments and all of the other segments that we're bringing you. Today we're going to get right into slow cooker vegetable broth. You guys, I've tried this already. It is so good. And it is so easy. One of the things that I love about it is it all goes into the crock pot. You slap the lid on and it's prepped in probably less than 5 minutes and it cooks for 6 to 8 hours. You can leave it on all day while you're at work. Come home, you have wonderful vegetable broth ready to go. Let's get right into it. Another thing that I love about this recipe is you don't even have to peel your vegetables. You put them right in, you just chunk them up, and you put them right in with the tops and ends on and everything. Now, in this recipe, I will tell you that at the end, they tell you to strain all of the broth off of the vegetables and discard the vegetables. What I have found is that there's so much good veg in here, and I love that. A lot of veg in a broth like that. So what I did was I just fished out all the good pieces and left the tops and the ends and threw them away and kept all the other good stuff and used that in my broth. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, and the recipe calls for a couple of large carrots or 3 small, something like that. And several stalks of celery, and we will have that recipe for you guys. But it's several stalks of celery, a couple of carrots. Now, here's another cool thing. Calls for several, I think it's 5 or 6 large garlic cloves. And you just smash them with the husk on and everything. Give them a really, really good smash. Kind of just taking them apart so we can get all that flavor out of each piece. And in they go. We get that huge husk off of there. I don't think we need that. All right. And then it calls for a couple of onions, but since this one is so ginormous, I'm just going to use this one. Again, husks and all. All of it in. All right, now we need a teaspoon, I believe it is, of kosher salt. And I'm measuring this in my hand, guys. This is a time when you got this nice, wonderful, full of nutrition, chunky kosher salt or sea salt. Ooh, this is a good time to use that. And then we got about 6 peppercorns in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. All right, and then our hot water in, and it goes in the crock pot. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm working with my crock pot and I know I've got to have something simmering for a while, I like to go ahead and prep my water in my carafe just to give it a little bit of a head start, you know what I mean? Okay. This is going in the crock pot, lid on high, until it is really, really simmering. And then, depending on how long I'm going to leave it on, if I'm going to leave it on like for the full 8 hours or so, I'm going to turn it down to low so it just kind of barely simmers. Other than that, I'll leave it on high and just let it go, 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 go for about 4 to 5 hours. Okay guys, our vegetable stock has been going for about 3+ hours. And it is not quite all the way to where I want it, but we're going to check on it here. Ooh. So exciting. Oh my word, you guys, this is like a beautiful, this is picture perfect. It's just so pretty. I want you guys to see some of what this looks like. Look at this, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it so fun to do stuff like this in the kitchen and just watch it as it goes through all of its stages, right? Oh my goodness sakes. Well, we're gonna put this back on, all the carrots and onions and celery and garlic, yum yum spices. The smell is just amazing. And this, I know, is gonna be so good. I made some the other day, and I did let it go for longer than it was the 5 to 6 hours on high. I turned it down a little bit lower, and I let it go for several hours, and probably like 12 altogether. And so you can see that that broth, you know, it really colored up. It's been in the refrigerator, obviously. It really colored up. But you guys, this is the taste, the flavor is so good. And here it is. I strained, this has been strained, right? Sieved, like the recipe called for. This has been strained out. This, I fished out some of those really good pieces of veg. Made sure I didn't get the ends, like the ends of the carrots included. But I fished out the good pieces, and everything was clean and or organic going in. So I was really thrilled to be able to save some of that good veg, because that's going to be included in some good recipes, right? Tonight, I'm going to take some of this broth, and I'm going to actually use this for my liquid in making rice for dinner tonight for all the fam. So I think that's going to be really good and really fun. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, I'm so excited. I have been looking at some recipes for some Asian dishes, noodle dishes. Not necessarily pho, but some of those soba dishes and ramen dishes. And we know that in all of those noodle dishes, the broth is king. And so I'm so excited about our homemade vegetable broth here going into some of those recipes, and we're going to see how that turns out. Well, this is going to go back on, guys, for a few more hours. But once again, we're having fun cooking our way through the My WW Program Cookbook. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and we will see you next time on Things Tina Does.